Hip hop was good, what's good? It's your guy Deme D. This is the DagogetaTv. I'm back with one of my favorite shows. This is my baby right here. If you ask me, Hip Hop Desk, where we talk that music and movie culture from the late 80s to mid 20s. And I got one of my returning guests. This is my guy right here. You already know, slop shot, ya bang, 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 bang. And I got a new guy to the show, to the table. Another guy who's matter of fact, I'm gonna let you tell him, you know, what you doing with other guys supporting to the culture.
I'm honored to be here. You already know, in the Hago. It's the neighborhood Ruger Spray. It's the social dream of hip hop. Remo, Marak. I'm here in the building. I'm honored to be with both these gentlemen. I've witnessed their growth from beginning to now. They're both killing it. They're making guys like me, older guys like me, say, you know what? I could retire. I don't have to do much, and I'm honored to be in this table.
Guy, just let them know what you do too, and everything. Let them know.
Man, first slap shot you, man. First things first. Rest in peace, my man JB, man. This
Yes.
is be possible.
Yes.
Or I think we all connected.
Yes.
To
JB.
So
Yes.
Well, every time I'm on the show, I always gotta mention. I always gotta say
Yes.
rest in peace. But your man, slap shot you, all hip hop correspondent, man. We're probably right. That's where I get my debate on with my man Free. I'm pretty sure he's annoyed you a couple of times.
Yeah, we be on the same side.
But shout out to my man Free, wherever you at, man. Shout out to the whole floor, man. Also the ADD podcast, man. The vent. A lot of hats in this media game, man. And I'm just here to give my man Deme his flowers. He's doing his thing, man.
Deme got it.
Pulling up. We in the Bronx right now.
Yes.
So, you know, I try to do different type of topics on this show, shit that people haven't beat to death. But unfortunately, I'm revisiting a topic today that's been beat to death, but this is a different angle, I feel like.
Okay.
So I'm on Twitter, you know I'm on Twitter heavy. Y'all know I'm on Twitter heavy to go to the TV. And this dude, you know, I fucks with him. And he got upset and said, you can't have Big or Pac separately in your list. Unless, or that means you're a hater or you're biased.
Separately?
So meaning I can't just have Big, you can't just have Pac. Or that means you're biased or you're a hater, and you've let the media influence you that you can't like both. I found that to be absolute bullshit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I rebutted and he came with nothing. So we're gonna give you the floor since you knew here, but I found that to be absolute bullshit. Some people did feed into that, you know, with the media, and you can't like both, but I just think it's preference.
Yeah, So let's bring it to a.
Well, are they both your favorites, or
are they both in your top 10?
Pac is outside the 5, but he's in my 10. It's hard to. It's one of those interchangeable type things, right? It's like, okay, you got a Benz and you got a Beamer. Which one you really putting in your yard at the end of the day, right? Okay. To save that type of narrative, see, this is why hip hop is fucked up. No, I'm just saying, this is why hip hop's fucked up.
crazy?
Because now what's going on in hip hop culture, and it's unfortunate even with social media, it's that anybody can say anything, even if you're professional or you're not professional. Now, to say that type of statement, you have to be jackrabbit, batshit fucking crazy. Because
he was a
even if
Pac lover.
You know, it doesn't.
No, I'm saying he was a Pac lover, so that could probably derail his thinking.
No, right, that's fine. But my thing, for me, I'm just saying for me, as it's a responsibility for all of us in this media space, and especially black media space, right? You can't come with that kind of reference because you're gonna sound ignorant. Because, all right, let's say you're from the West, right? Okay, fine. Even though Pac was from whatever. You're gonna be prone to say, okay, Biggie is not really top 5, but he is in the top 10. There's some people from the West that have opened their mouths and said it. East people, us in the East. Okay.
That style.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? we Biggie heavy.
Niggas love Pac out here,
but niggas do love Pac. But they're not dumb to say, okay, he's out of it, or he's out of the top 5, or he's not on this list. It's ignorant to say. So your person that was on your Twitter, it's ignorant.
In media too.
But do you believe like you gotta have, if you had to say one, you gotta have the other?
Yeah, that's the main point.
Do you believe you gotta have one without the other?
I definitely
can one go without the other?
It's possible. I mean, but like I said, hip hop is a feeling. It's always been a feeling. It's never been a all right. This culture that we're in, right? Let's just get it with the 5 pillars. They're rapping, freestyling, dancing, DJing, graffiti, what's the other one? Even if you want to put film, right? Whatever. If you want to put that as a pillar, whatever. It always was a feeling. This culture was always a feeling. It doesn't matter how you felt about it, whatever. It's a feeling at the end of the day. So if you feel that one should be out of the other, I mean, I understand that, but in the same token, you're really kind of ignorant in a sense, especially if you're one that does media. Because we all have a responsibility at the end of the day. We have a responsibility, right, to say, okay, from our eyes and ears and our vision, what we want you to understand, right? No, I'm just saying as a responsibility, in a sense, as a creator.
All right. So to that point, as far as like the feeling point, right? Bomani Jones. I don't know if you know Bomani Jones from ESPN.
Yeah.
He said like some of the most profound shit.
He's dope. Shout out to Bomani Jones. Nah, he's dope. He's always dope.
He said the most profound shit I've heard about Pac and Iverson. He's like, the same reason, like, I don't know if it would be your favorite basketball player, it's the same reason Tupac would be your favorite rapper. It has nothing to do with skill. It's the feeling. So that goes to your point. It's the representation.
Yeah.
Like, he gets to that place where people that are normally dressed like him, people that sound like him, don't normally get. So for Pac, the way I could have it separated is it depends on what we're talking about and like what makes your favorite the favorite. With Biggie, technically speaking, as far as on like just a rap level, I think it's pretty obvious Tupac isn't fucking with him. Am I tripping for saying that?
Pac ain't fucking Biggie. I'm on camera.
On a
technical rap. If you're saying that, yes.
On a technical level,
if you're saying that, yes.
Tupac isn't fucking with Biggie.
Okay.
On a feeling level, there has been, like, I still to this day will say, just on a feeling level and conveying the emotions I need to convey here,
right?
I have not seen anybody ever better than Pac. The nigga Pac made a double.
Influential.
Yeah, no, just no. Fuck if
no, but I'm saying with Pac,
to me,
that's what's in line with him.
Influence, like when you say influential,
no, but that's
like there's definitely a thing that influence.
There's always a line,
but it's not just the influence. Because a lot of the influence did come from like New York, like when he traveled, like even like when Lil Sean was on Drink Champs, he said a lot of the style that he got when he went back to the West was we influenced it. Like New York drug dealers is what influenced his style when he went back. Okay, so it's not that, it's conveying the feeling that I need you to feel. Like I said, the nigga made a double disc album about
All Eyes on Me. Fire.
Yeah, All Eyes on Me. He made a double disc album about I'm out of jail. Ha ha. I'm bombing on all you niggas. Right. That's what it was. It was pretty much a fuck you to everybody. Everybody.
And the world tuned in.
Nigga.
And the world tuned in.
That shit was
and the world tuned in.
But see, that's my point.
So, but I'm saying, all right. So just to round it off, just to round it off, like if you could have one without the other, you could definitely have one without the other, depending on what do you feel. I think what he said.
So is your criteria?
It's what your criteria is.
There's no way you have to have both.
Both. Like I said, when he said the media makes you believe that, I believe it's the opposite. The media makes you believe you have to have both. If you're gonna have one,
that's the other.
So your thing is going against having both.
This was my point because he kind of.
But is it imperative? That's the key thing. Isn't it?
He's not taking it to have both. No, he's not taking into consideration. Right, the first thing he's not taking into consideration that Pac was almost 4 albums in already. So
before he caught his stride, I mean,
so
shit got good.
I'm just saying. So at that point, that gives a lot of people to decide whether that's their guy or not. Mm-hmm. By the time Me Against the World came out, that wasn't my guy. So it didn't even matter whether they was beefing or not.
So the difference between me and you is, I think I might have been a little bit more influential because when that shit happens, it's like when that 180 happened, when it was like when
you caught on the Pac.
Not when I put on the Pac. I was fucking with Pac since Brenda had it. You get what I'm saying?
It's not.
I liked him. But he became my guy.
That's my point.
He became my guy when it was when that gangster shit went. I'm like, oh shit, like, cause you're a kid, so it's like ghetto superhero type shit. You get what I'm saying? So that's what. So I get what you're saying. Like you have time to figure out if this is your guy or if that's not your guy. So when you right a little bit, but it did switch up a little bit more with me because I'm like, oh, this.
But you see, that didn't turn him into my guy though. That just made me like, okay, this is some dope shit.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to explain. That he never, because Jay is not my guy. A lot of dudes is not my guy. Remember, I love rap. I love hip hop, so I'm still gonna listen.
Right.
But for you to tell someone like me, they both gotta be in there. How? And I love Biggie. Ready to Die is my favorite soloist album.
So if you're going off of so if we're going best rappers of all,
it's not even that. It's that because I love Big.
No, I'm just saying. No.
So what? But yeah,
I'm just saying. What
was his criteria? Did he hit you with what his criteria was?
He basically was saying that they have to be lumped in together because they accomplish more or less the same thing.
No,
Big only has 3 albums. That was 2. I mean, 2. It's really 3, but you got the double.
What you the
You
double?
got the double, and it.
I mean, cause then what the fuck is All Eyes on Me? It's one album.
That's the double as well. I'll give him an extra.
I mean, unless if
so those are 2 albums.
I don't care. For me, I don't
The
count.
albums are 2 albums.
For me, for Biggie, I don't count.
It's 15.
Born Again. I don't count. Born
Nah, I
Again.
don't count that.
I don't
It's
count
like
Born
it's
Yeah,
like
15.
15.
Like that for death.
It's like 30 tracks. Now
It's an album.
Right, but now back then nobody was really doing 30 tracks like that.
They did that at the same time, damn near around. That was like what we talking like. I mean, a little bit less than 15, 16 months apart.
But
These
by the
two
time
albums.
that dropped, a lot of niggas already decided whether they was riding with Pop, whether they just like Big, or whether they like both. Like I got friends that love Pop.
And when did Forever drop? Who sang Forever?
That was like 96. That was like 96.
97.
97.
Like 97. Because these are the whole. This is like the holy trinity of like hip hop double albums. Me Against the World, Wu-Tang Forever, Life After Death. Those, when you ever debating greatest hip hop double albums, those are the 3. You understand what I'm saying?
Are we putting Jay's
Blueprint 2? No, it's not fucking Life After Death. It's a really good album. It's a really
So,
good
but
album.
we agree that you don't have to. Not having both doesn't make you biased. Are we co-signing? I'm not.
No,
co-signing.
I mean I don't see. I don't like.
That's
that.
why
I don't like that term. I don't like
that.
That narrative is dumb.
Don't like that.
I don't like that. It doesn't make you biased.
How the fuck can it make you biased?
No, it doesn't make you biased. I hate that
If
shit.
you can sit there and explain it to me,
Right.
like why one is not the other, because like I said,
what
Tupac
if
shit,
I
a lot
ask
of Tupac shit, like a lot of people's Tupac shit is not necessarily rational. Like I said, it's just a feeling he
It's a
hits.
feeling.
Right. Hits you in the
But
chest.
what
Like
if I
when
just
some
like
people
a lot of rappers? I like a lot of rappers, so
Right,
it's
that's the
hard.
thing.
It's gonna be hard
That's the
for
thing.
Pop to make it when I have niggas that I love catalog.
It's okay. So let me ask you.
I don't love his catalog.
All right. So let me ask you on some real shit. Pop for you, is he reaching top 20? Is that fair to say? Is he reaching?
Are we
Is he
talking?
reaching
Are
top
we
20?
No, he was on. He came on my
Is he
show. and
reaching
we
top
talked-
20?
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Is he
and
reaching?
and we talked
If
about
Pop reaching
top
top
Are we
20?
talking objectively or my 20?
All right.
I'll be perfectly
okay.
fine never hearing another Tupac album
Okay.
if I have my favorite.
You mean
Okay.
a new Tupac album or the old Tupac
I
album?
have 20 people
So
that I would take catalog before Pop.
So let me ask you.
Like, remember, I listened to
You
a lot of rap.
You can live without Machiavelli and Me Against the
Absolutely.
World.
Listen.
Remember, you follow my Twitter.
Yeah.
You see how many rappers I talk about.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah. I don't see you. I hardly ever see you talk about Tupac. My fault. Go ahead.
But on that, all right. Take out of what you feel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Let's
talking
go- let's go objectively.
Then that's not a question. Of course he's top 20.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay,
But
that's what-
what niggas tend to do is conflate objective and personal.
Right.
So
Right.
objectively, yes,
Objectively.
he has to be in there. He
Okay.
has to be.
So that's
But
my
we're talking
point.
about
But that's my point,
my
though.
favorites.
No, but that's
he
my
don't
point,
gotta be
though.
in there.
So, all right. So, objectively speaking,
you have to put both in
is
there.
boy correct? Boy, all right. So,
Objectively
you
speaking,
may have a point here.
If you
might-
don't listen, if we're going objectively,
But objectively wasn't the conversation.
Okay.
I didn't know. I
didn't
didn't
say
say
that.
that.
I didn't know that.
So then
Yeah.
that's
I'm
that's
why
actually
I'm
a
saying.
really good point.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
That's why
If we're
I'm
talking
objectively
if we're
speaking,
talking objectively
you gotta have
speaking,
you gotta
gotta
have
have both.
You gotta
If you're
have
talking objectively,
Listen, I could.
it's hard for me
I
to
could
go.
see
It's hard
that.
for me or any of us to go. Pac is not in top 20.
He's absolutely top 20.
It's not in top 10.
I wouldn't be mad if
A lot
somebody
of these
said
young
top
kids
10.
a lot of these young kids that started rapping after he died still mention him. Like, I mean, like I do. Like when I'm doing all about a lot of them, I don't know if it's an obligation, but when I say top 5 dead or alive, I still get a lot of
I
Tupac.
feel like it's just a thing to say.
It's an obligation.
I feel like
It
it's a
could be
thing to
obligation,
say.
but the fact that he made it so much that it is, it's like a lot of kids ain't never seen Jordan.
Nah, but I think it's
But a lot of kids, you feel obligated.
Pac's influence is heavy.
So that's what I'm thinking. It's a thing.
I mean, big influences heavy.
No,
as
no,
fuck.
no, it
So
is,
I don't see
but-
how. I'm just thinking to the how. I don't see how.
So
it could be
even
biased.
though to me as a Brooklyn nigga, Big Tupac, I mean Biggie has had way more of an influence on me than Tupac has ever.
Yeah, but that's
had.
because
I know, but that's like
you're
that's
from the coast.
Yeah, Yeah. But I can tell you this. It's not Tupac. It's not Tupac. Like, being like, I've traveled around, I've seen it, you get what I'm saying? It's not Tupac, bro. It's not Tupac. Biggie is not Tupac, bro.
Nah, Big is not Tupac, but Big is the better rapper, obviously. And we're gonna close it out there. I absolutely disagree that it is biased to have one or the other in your personal preference.
In your personal
Obviously,
preference.
they are both
But if it's
legendary.
subjective-
If it's objectively speaking,
So
you're
we're
wild.
gonna close it out.